Good evening, new friends, and welcome back to your safe place. We've only got a short story to do today, and it is titled, My Ex-Girlfriend is Angry and Trying to Make Me Feel Guilty After Breaking Up with Me, and my reaction is not what she expected. For some context, I purchased a house for us to live in together. Over the past few months, there's been a series of arguments over silly, trivial stuff so regularly I think of them as normal, but it's really become mentally and emotionally draining. Even still, with every fight, I take into account what she says because I am human. I have faults. I'm definitely not perfect, so there's stuff I can work on about myself. With that said, my now ex was entirely incapable of admitting fault at any level, so obviously none of her behaviors changed. Anyway, after our latest blowout, she claimed to be moving out, which would be the fourth time she's made such a claim, so really, it's just a hollow threat to me at this point. Yet, this time she gets right to it and starts calling around to find an apartment while she starts packing. Even though I was a little surprised given the effort I put in versus her own, she clearly doesn't care enough to work it out and is not going to change her mind. Fast forward a few days later, and most of her stuff is packed and is half moved out. I got no clue where she's been staying, but it isn't here, and yet the whole time she still texts me saying all this wicked stuff, blaming me for everything, saying she knew I never cared about her, that I never loved her. Her reasoning is based on my reaction to this entire thing, which has her calling me a psycho for being so cold and numb to all of it, and how broken and sad she is. Honestly, I'm not sure how I'm acting like this either. I kind of feel bad for her, but at the same time, I just don't care anymore. To be honest, I'm a little worried by my own emotional response to all of this, but even so, it feels like she's trying to manipulate me into feeling guilty and drive a villain perception on me for not groveling on my hands and knees for her to stay. I'm not honestly sure if this is normal. I don't think she's justified, but at the same time, it's nagging at me in the back of my mind. It's only been a week since this started, and she just feels like a stranger to me now. I don't look at her and see the person I loved anymore. Funny enough, as I was in the middle of throwing this video together, OP came out with an update, and the update goes like this. It's been a few days, but today she came over to get the last of her stuff while I was at a cousin's birthday party. I came home to all the framed pictures of us smashed on the living room floor, so it'll be fun picking up the glass and splinters out of the rug. My immediate response was just to send her a last message that was a simple goodbye, and blocked her number along with making sure to block her on all of my social media, which isn't difficult because I don't use more than 3 different platforms. While I've been hindsighting petty comments I could have said and stuff, it just wasn't worth the drama because I know that's exactly what she wants. Alright, well, that's the end of that one. Pretty short story, and hopefully that's the end of it for OP and he just gets to move on in life. I mean, everyone deals with major life events differently. Maybe the shock of her finally going through with a long-made threat is probably why OP felt so numb about it. Granted, I'm just some guy on the internet speculating, but go show the guy some love on the post linked in the description. If you want to help out the channel, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons to make this your safe place, and I'll see you in the next one.